Another notification, another red dot, another tug at your attention. You didn't plan to open your phone. You didn't plan to scroll. Yet here you are, 20 minutes later, thumb moving on autopilot. Your mind feels scattered. The day hasn't even started, and already you're exhausted. What if I told you that 2,000 years ago, long before smartphones, a small group of philosophers were dealing with the same inner storms you're facing now? They had no social media, but they had mobs, politics, gossip, and endless demands. And they discovered something extraordinary, a way to stay calm, focused, and free, no matter what swirled around them. Today, their wisdom is not just interesting, it's essential, because the battle for your mind is real. And the good news is, you can win it. This is not a history lesson. This is a survival guide for your attention, your peace, your life. Meet Arjun. He's 27, works a decent job, smart, kind, but constantly tired. Every morning, he tells himself, just 5 minutes of scrolling. Every night, he wonders, where did my time go? He eats breakfast while checking emails. He walks while watching reels. He even watches shows with a second screen in his hand. He's never truly present, never fully focused, never at peace. One evening, while wandering through an old book market, he finds a worn-out paperback, Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. He opens it at random and reads, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The words land like a splash of cold water. Could an emperor from ancient Rome really teach him how to survive the digital age? We live in an economy of attention. Tech companies compete for every second of your day. Every notification is a hook. Every feed is a slot machine. Psychologists call it continuous partial attention. You're never fully on or off, just switching constantly. The effects: higher anxiety, shallow thinking, loss of self-control, constant comparison, and dissatisfaction. Ancient Stoics faced a different world, but the inner challenge was the same: how to maintain agency when surrounded by chaos. Stoicism began in Athens over 2,000 years ago. Thinkers like Zeno, Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius asked, "What is truly under my control, and what is not?" Their answer formed the core of Stoic practice, the dichotomy of control. Focus energy only on what you can control, your thoughts, choices, actions, and accept the rest. They practiced mental exercises to build resilience, not to escape life, but to engage with it wisely. They weren't emotionless robots. They were athletes of the mind, training daily in self-mastery. Arjun starts small. He writes a morning note, "Today, I will control my reactions, not the world." He creates a simple digital rule. He can't control what notifications arrive, but he can control when he checks them. The first few days are hard. His fingers itch for the phone. He feels FOMO, fear of missing out, but slowly, something appears: space. Space between stimulus and response. That space is freedom. 3 Stoic practices for the digital age. 1. The dichotomy of control. Digital edition. Before opening an app, ask, what here is under my control? My time, my reaction, my mood. If not, step back. 2. Negative visualization. Imagine losing access to your phone or social media. Imagine an internet blackout. Suddenly you realize your peace doesn't depend on these platforms. This exercise weakens their grip on you. 3. Voluntary discomfort. Once a week, schedule a digital fast. No social media for a day. Notice the anxiety, then notice it fading. This builds resilience. These are not restrictions. They're training for your mind, like a gym for your attention. Practice them slowly, one at a time. Journal your progress. See what happens. Stoicism teaches, you are not your notifications. You are not your likes. You are not your followers. When you stop reacting to every ping, You discover something powerful, your day is yours, your attention is yours. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, wrote in his journal about humility, patience, and control over his own mind. If an emperor could practice this, why not you? We can't stop the digital storm, but we can learn to be the calm center within it. This is not escape. This is mastery. It's the difference between drifting downstream and steering your own boat. A month later, Arjun wakes up. He leaves his phone on the table. He makes tea, sits in silence for 5 minutes. He writes a quick journal entry. The world is still noisy, but his mind is not. He reads again from Marcus, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." He smiles. This is not magic, it's practice. It's small decisions, repeated, that build an unshakable mind. You can't delete the chaos of the digital age, but you can build an inner fortress of calm. Start with the dichotomy of control, practice negative visualization. Choose voluntary discomfort. Start small, one habit, one day. Ancient wisdom becomes powerful only when you practice it. So, here's your challenge, tomorrow morning. Before you pick up your phone, sit for 2 minutes and breathe. Remind yourself, I have power over my mind, not outside events. Watch what happens. If this video gave you even one idea to reclaim your focus and peace, give it a like. It helps more people find it. And subscribe for weekly Stoic tools to master modern life. Your attention is your freedom.